You stupid skeezer! You think you have so much confidence in yourself that you're posting, you're taking 100 selfies a day. Oh man, you're such a horrible skeezer woman. You're such a godless whore. You know, that's what I would say today. It's definitely, you know, golly. How did I not kill that man? Oh, I did kill that man. Goodbye. Now that he's going to kill this man. Get home! Let's go, baby! Yo, guys! Oh, what's up? It's your boy, the Geeky Gangster here, coming guys today with another video. And today's video, we're going to be reacting and responding to a Q&A that I did on June 23rd of 2016. This was my third video I ever posted to the internet when I was 14 years old. I am now 22 years old, so you know, basically all of my teenage years have gone by since this video. You know, my entirety of puberty, I've had a job, lost my virginity, tons and tons of up steps in life, and we're going to be reacting from what 14-year-old me said versus what 22-year-old me said. And I actually did the same video 5 years ago, so I would have been 17, so I might put my 14, 17, and 22 in a video. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, but yeah, guys, let's just get right on into it. So we're going to be listening to what my 14-year-old self said, and then I'm going to respond to it.
Alright guys, Circ 2 101 here, back with 21 questions to ask anybody. And I'm going to be answering them. So, first off, would you rather leave your hometown and never be able to return again, or would you rather stay in your hometown and never be able to leave? I'm so sorry, Sancho, but I probably would have to leave my hometown and never be able to return. Why? Because there's so much to explore, like Bergen, Italy, LA, Florida, Alaska, all those places. Like St. Joe's not like best place. Like, I mean, it's a really good place, but it's not like I could explore lots of places. I wouldn't want to stay in St. Joe for the rest of my life.
Alrighty, so the first question was, if you had the choice between leaving your hometown and never being able to return, or just staying in your hometown for the rest of your life and never being able to travel and go anywhere at all, which one would you choose? And I think I sort of do agree with my 14-year-old's spirit on this. You know, being able to travel is nice, being able to see the rest of the world is nice. However, you know, having gone to Seattle, New York, you know, Poland, Mexico, after this video was posted, a few different places as well, Boston, I definitely would not want to live far away from home. I definitely don't. I feel like moving far away from home would be pretty difficult for me. I feel like, you know, I want to stay around the familiarity of my family. I want to stay around the city that I know for the most part. And I do take some pride in where I come from now. And I think moving away from that would be very, very difficult. So that makes me want to say sticking in my hometown. However, it depends on the implications of it. Is it like, if I moved away from my hometown and was like never able to come back, would I still be able to see my family? How far away from my hometown would I have to move to? Like, could I just move like half an hour away and like people would still come visit me and stuff like that? If so, then obviously I would move half an hour away and still be able to travel. You know, I want to see different countries. I want to go to like Eastern Europe more. I want to, you know, I don't want to see the I really don't want to see the shitty major cities in America anymore. Major cities in the United States are so overwhelmingly trashy and dystopian and liberal. They're filled with trash, crime, tent cities, drugs, and seeing them is just depressing. Really, it makes your spirit just sink into a depths, really, of sorts when you go to see these major cities. I really loved Krakow. I really, you know, Boston was alright. New York and Seattle, you know, absolutely not. But yeah, guys, so I think I would probably choose moving like half an hour away from my hometown to travel south today, but it depends on the implications. Otherwise, if I couldn't see my family, I would choose staying in the hometown for the rest of my life.
If you're really hungry, really exhausted, and really gross, what would you do first? Eat, nap, or shower? Nap. So then I could have the energy to eat healthy, cook my meal, and then shower. Makes sense.
Alrighty, boys. So if you're very hungry, very dirty, and very tired, which one would you do first? Eat and nap or shower? My 14-year-old self says take a nap so I have the energy to cook a healthy meal and then take a shower. I don't know what I was talking about. I think I was just embarrassed to admit the truth in that video. My 14-year-old self was not taking a shower if I was dirty, bro. Oh man, a solid like one shower a month. You know, you know, just the average 14-year-old boy there. Also cooking myself a healthy meal, dude. I didn't know how to cook anything. I couldn't cook like a cheese quesadilla. I couldn't. I could barely put something in the microwave at that age. It was quite insane response. Very untruthful to myself in that age. What would I do now? I would still probably say take a nap first, just because I just crash sometimes. I just lay on my bed. I'm like, I think a nap would be nice right now, and then my head hits my pillow and I just collapse basically straight into the dream world. And then I'd probably get up and eat something, and then in like a couple hours take a shower. However, you know, I might eat first. It's just, yeah, I feel like I'm too lazy to eat a lot of the times. So I would still probably nap and then eat and then shower. Just my priorities, just my, you know, putting things off, which sounds gross. I had not put things off as much anymore. But I feel like I just don't prioritize eating meals at all nowadays, or these days, and it kind of sucks. So that's again like the young 20s sort of thing, where you just, you know, you're too lazy to actually cook a meal. You just eat something simple and nice. So, you know, it just depends which one I want the most. I probably, very seldomly would I actually choose a shower, because a shower isn't going to be affecting your emotions, you know? It's not like, you know, if you're just completely slumped, if you barely survived your car ride home from work because you're so tired, you're going to want a nap the most. If you're just completely starving, if your stomach is like turning itself in circles because you haven't eaten so long, then you're going to want to eat the most. And there's nothing that really bogs you down like that when you don't shower. It's not like you're going to, you know, get into a car accident because you didn't shower. It's not like you're going to, you know, have severe physical effects if you don't shower. So I feel like choosing a shower first is realistically unrealistic, you know? People might say like, oh, I don't want to be dirty. I don't want to be dirty. You know, I could hear the women right now. If you ask a woman that question, she's like, oh my gosh, I would never want to be dirty. So I would take a shower first. You're lying, bitch. You're lying. Stop lying to the audience. Stop lying to me. Woman, you're not going to take a shower first. You're going to eat first. Next question, boys.
Sneaking into a second movie, super wrong or harmless fun? It kind of depends on the movie theater. Because if it's like a cheaper theater that really depends on all the money from the tickets to stay going and stay good, then it's wrong. But if it's a really expensive theater and tickets are like $20 each, just sneak into a second one. They don't need that much money.
Wow, yeah, dude. I was really down the pipeline of just becoming a complete beta liberal cuckold. You could really tell. Oh, a movie theater that charges a lot for tickets. They just don't need that much money. Just think into a second. Oh, it's so gross, man. And I think it's because my first job was I worked at a luxury movie theater for a year, and so that really changed my mindset. That really changed my mindset, mate. On that one, really. What do you really think about it, mate? And so nowadays, I would say sinking into a second movie is one of the most degenerate things you. Sorry for the skips and rounds, boys. If you guys see, we're tied 2-2 now. Apparently, I am going 2-3 somehow. I thought that there was somebody in my house, and so I looked out my window and I saw like a big blue truck, like blocking my driveway. But then I guess like somebody told him to pull his truck up, like the neighbors, and then like he waved at me. So yeah, I really don't know what's happening right now, bro. I feel like so like mental, dude. Bro, so I suffer from like hella like paranoid like thoughts and delusions, bro. Like I just thought that there was somebody in my house, and then I looked out my window and I saw like a blue truck blocking my entire driveway. And dude, I thought, yeah, it's like there's like fucking going to be texts on my phone, and like there's going to be people in my house, and it's really fucking with my head now, dude. But apparently, like the blue truck driver, like his neighbors told him to pull up more, and then he waved at me, and I don't think it was anybody like I know's truck, so I don't know. I locked my door, so it was like dark in here, so I don't know. I don't think there's anybody inside of my house, bro. But anyways, oh no, 18 seconds left. No, I'm the only person in the diffuser. I'm just going to choke this round. No way, guys. I feel so. God, there was a fucking Legion outside, bro. We lost. All right, 2-4. Going into match point, I guess, dude. I'm like so fucking schizo. And I realized that, like, I don't know, bro. I've sort of devolved into like a paranoid schizophrenia throughout my years. Like you really don't see it in like my 14-year-old personality, but now, dude, I just like I feel like I just have to freak out about so much, and I have to constantly be on edge because anything like could happen, you know. And bro, it really, I don't know, like dude, fuck.
If you had a time machine, would you go back in time or visit the future? Well, I feel like I'd really be disappointed by the future. I feel like I really would. So I'd probably go back in time. Just to, like the beginning of America, probably. To see if like what was like really going on, I guess.
So you see the liberal beta cuckold male coming out of my 14-year-old self once again here, and it's like, well, I think I'd be disappointed in the future. Oh, man. Brother, your future self is 22 years old, not a virgin anymore, and is addicted to nicotine. Woohoo! Massive improvements. You shouldn't have been embarrassed to see the future, you know. You're going to be independent soon, brother. It's just really great times. Your future is great. The world's future is pretty great, you know. Yeah, so now I feel like, I don't know, I still would be, I think, more intrigued to see the past. It's like the cowboy days. Like I said, the beginning of America, the Wild West, you know, like go back and meet Arthur Morgan himself. That'd be pretty unique. But there's lots of horrible things happening back then as well. And God! Oh. Dude, this video's been so hard to record. I have the fucking FBI sitting outside of my house, blocking my entire driveway right now, listening to every single word I say. It's stalking me, dude. I just can't get away from the stalkers. I just can't get away from people stalking my every single move. Because the world is obsessed with me, and they must know every single one of my moves. And then I try to play Rainbow Six Siege, the hit video game Rainbow Six Siege, and then Mozzie is just standing in front of the door like Alibi, just waiting for people to come outside, bro. And then he just fucking one-taps me, dude. And I'm just trying to answer questions for you guys. I have to deal with like literally FBI agents outside of my house listening to me right now because everybody wants to stalk me, bro. Like every single person in my life wants to stalk me. They want to know what I'm saying at every point in time. But it's all good, boys. We're going into overtime. I still have a chance to redeem myself. As I was saying with the question, I don't know, probably equal, you know. I would want to see the epic hyperpop technology, you know. I would want to meet like I feel like if we're talking about meeting family members distantly, I think I would be more interested in meeting my great grandchildren, or like great grandchildren, you know, that I would never have the chance to meet otherwise, than I would be interested in going back in time and meeting my ancestors. Because, you know, like, were my ancestors that intriguing? Probably not. Like, most of my ancestors are probably just like farmers and stuff, and like, I don't know, Chief. I don't know. Like, maybe like a European ancestor that was like, yeah, I'm gonna get on the boat and go to America. Oh, screw you, man. I'm going on the boat. I'm going on the Mayflower, and I'm going to go to the New World. Yeah, stick it to the man. Like, meeting one of those ancestors would probably be pretty unique. I feel like, you know, a female ancestor in like a long dress getting on the Mayflower to come to America. She might have some interesting positions. Just like listening to her talk would probably just be the most interesting thing ever, because it's just two completely different lives, you know. She's like, well, I think the year's 1786, and I do believe that I'll be getting on a boat this fine spring, and I will be traveling my way to the New World, America. Hopefully I'll find a man. And just hearing like what her ideas on politics are would be very interesting. Well, I mean, her ideas on politics are that she's not allowed to speak or vote at all about politics, and that's strictly her husband's job, which is pretty based. Maybe just like, I don't know. It'd be pretty interesting talking to a woman like that, but I feel like it'd also be, you know. But imagine going into the future and meeting your great grandchild, and then finding out that he's like a pedophile inside of a Target here to meet a 13-year-old girl. Would you just shoot yourself at that point? Because it's like your great grandchildren aren't going to be pedophiles. Like, if you ever reproduce, they're going to be, you know, you're going to be responsible for pedophilia in this world. Like, I feel like it'd be pretty hard to not go down by the river and shoot yourself in the head. Like, if you I'm so sorry, Dokkaebi, I really am. But you know what I mean. Like, you go and you're like, oh, I want to go 100 years into the future and meet my great grandchild, and then it says that you just like zap into the back of a Target. And you hear, that guy's here to meet a 13-year-old girl. And you're like, oh, my great grandchild's into pedophilia. You know? And I feel like going back to reality after seeing that would be a very difficult thing. I feel like it would really fuck with your head quite a lot. So I think, yeah, I guess I would choose the past. I you know, go back to the 1700s, see one of those girlies on the Mayflower, you know? See what they were up to. See if I could sleep with one of them.
What's more important, truth or happiness? Happiness. Well, it depends. So if your truth is like Donald Trump telling Megyn Kelly that she's bleeding out of her eyes and somewhere else, then happiness is more important, probably. But if your truthfulness is something decent and can help that person, then truthfulness, you know?
Wowie. I'll do a third question in a row where you can just really see the beta. Dude, I was on the path to becoming a beta. I don't think a lot of you guys realize that. Dude, I was on a very dark path, dude. Well, if your truth is Donald Trump, then happiness is more important. Wowee. I can't believe that came out of my mouth at one point in my life. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Ooh. Nowadays, I would definitely say that the truth is more important. You know, Jesus Christ is the truth. If my girlfriend is cheating on me, I would rather know the truth than be happy and then, you know, have a black baby down the road or get HIV because she's cheated on me too much. I'm loyal to this one woman for years and years and years, and then all of a sudden I wake up with HIV/AIDS because she was getting dicked down by like 105 different guys throughout our relationship without a condom. And now I have AIDS. I feel like I would just rather know the truth than to be happy, you know? And people who pick happiness over truth, it leads to devastation. There's no such thing as a happiness that is found within lies. It's just a completely ridiculous thing. So the truth is happiness. But, you know, picking happiness within the short term is very devastating.
Located a bomb. Protect it. 10 seconds left.
So I would rather know the way, the truth, and the life, my brothers. And that is within Christ Jesus. And conservatism is also based and true, you know. I don't know. I'm still not like the biggest Donald Trump guy. You know, just like, again, bro, like 2016, 2020, and 2024. I don't know if we really needed that, but dude, so many people just love that guy for some reason. You know, I'm more of a fresh-faced sort of guy. I would love for different options to become available and not to have family monopolies over the presidencies, not to have the exact same names in every single presidential election for 36 years straight because people can't get over how good families are, you know, like the Kennedys, the Clintons, people like that. Like, oh, this family is so genetically superior to mine. We're gonna elect them for 36 years. The same four families, the same people own every single company in America as well. Yay, yippee, yippee. So, you know, I'm sort of a more fresh-faced sort of guy. Yeah, definitely truth over happiness. There's also, you know, I feel like you don't have to be disappointed in the truth. I mean, the truth is just the truth. It's whatever you make it out to be, really. I'm not saying that you create the truth, but I don't know. Some people hear the truth and then they freak out about it, but there's oftentimes no need to freak out about the truths of what you hear. If you were simply accepting of them, I think that would lead to contentment, at least. But there's definitely no happiness outside of truth.
If you go to a restaurant and have terrible service, is it ever okay not to tip? Yeah, I've not tipped multiple times because think about that. It'd be kind of like a person who's mean to you, doesn't do their job correctly, isn't educated, isn't anything, and you're saying it's okay, and then giving them a bonus for all that kind of stuff. Like, no, get your act together, man. You don't deserve a tip for doing bad. Like, this doesn't make any sense.
I fully agree with that statement, and also, I feel like it's okay for poor people to go out and not tip, and leftists disagree with this big time. Leftists will get super duper angry if you say that. It's like, well, if you can't afford to tip, then you can't afford to go out. And it's like, well, no, I think a lot of people can afford a nice meal. I feel like they should be able to live a happy lifestyle. I think they should be able to have nights, you know, out in the town or whatever, and I have to worry about a $5 or $10 tip. Or maybe they get a gift card for their birthday to a nice restaurant or whatever, and they want to go out one time to a restaurant, and they don't want to fucking worry about giving some guy that's already making hundreds of dollars that night and makes more money than they do a tip. And you know, I think you should tip, decently most times. I think most people should tip most times, but I don't think poor people should be forced into tipping. If you're making less money than the waitresses, I don't think you should be forced to give up your money to them. I don't think that you should be tipping for like horrific service if they're taking, if they're unexplainably taking forever. If it's super busy and you go to a restaurant where there's no tables available and you agree to wait, then it's going to take a long time, and I feel like that's a bad excuse then not to tip. If they're overly rude to you, if they have a super duper attitude, if they have a super bitchy attitude towards you, then it's okay to not to tip. So yeah, I mean, it just depends on a lot of different circumstances. But in general, I say most people should tip most times.
If you could only hear one song for the rest of your life, what would it be? I don't know, because like my favorite genres and songs have changed like a lot over in like the past year. I don't know, kind of went from like country to pop to rap, and now I'm starting to get into like rock/metal. So I really couldn't answer that question. That's a really good question, actually.
Wow, my 14-year-old self gets a real cop-out answer here. I thought he was going to say Classic Man by Jidenna, because maybe I discovered that song like a little bit after this video, but definitely, I feel like when I was 14, Classic Man by Jidenna became my favorite song. Maybe it was when I was 15, like my freshman year of high school, but I think it was when I was 14. Classic Man by Jidenna came out, and it was my favorite song. We listened to it with the boys every single night playing Call of Duty. Let's go, babes. We're going to win this ranked game in round 9. Trying to hold out the pistol when I did. It's okay. We are on it. But yeah, so Classic Man by Jidenna was definitely my answer back then. It might still be my answer now. It's definitely one of my answers now. I feel like God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen is one of them by the Pentatonics. Would probably be one, because that gives me sort of the religious worship songs. I feel like it's very happy. I feel like it's very singable, God rest ye Jerry Minto. That nothing makes me dismay. Remember Jesus Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day. So yeah, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen might be, because then you get a worship song, you get a Christmas song, you get a happy song, you get like a groovy song in God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. So I feel like that might be my answer right now. Otherwise, Classic Man by Jidenna is also a good answer. Guys, people keep on parking right in front of my driveway, and it's making me so nervous. They're just going to my neighbor's party, though, apparently. Anyways, next question.
If you could marry your celeb crush or be BFFs with your favorite celeb, which would you choose? Would probably be BFFs, because then I would have like courtside seats to like the NBA, and then I'd probably meet really cool people anyway, and then I could probably end up marrying somebody like really decent.
Solid answer there as well, just become BSFs with a celebrity, and then get celebrity status, and then girls will just marry you because they think you have celebrity status and you're, whatever, they want to be around you, they think you're cool. That's a solid strategy.
Op 4 is reinforcing its location.
The straight gooner inside of me right now says I would rather just marry Mia Goth. And, well, that's such an interesting question within itself. Would I be okay with marrying somebody that I know, a great many people have seen the tits of? That's very interesting.
Biohazard container and secure it.
I think so, because dating a successful woman that people have seen the tits of, girls these days just send their boobs pics to everybody anyway, so probably at least 100 plus dudes have seen your girlfriend's tits. So at 100 plus, you know, in the DMs or whatever. I feel like being a movie actress. Now, I wouldn't necessarily date a porn star, but well, I guess Mia Goth is somewhat of a porn star. That's such an interesting question. Would I actually marry Mia Goth? I feel like I would have some psychological problems. But golly, I mean, she is pretty perfect, though. So, like, you know, the gooner inside of my brain says marry Mia Goth. I don't know if there's really any celebrities that I would want to marry outside of Mia Goth for their personalities. Maybe, Jaden Animations. Probably like a famous Twitch streamer, YouTuber type girl. I would definitely be down to marry some streamers for sure. You know, Pokimane, Jaden Animations, Chloe Ferrero would be a decent option. So yeah, I feel like I would definitely marry my celebrity crush at this point.
Your location has been compromised.
Because if you just marry a cool celebrity woman, it's also the same benefits of having a celebrity BFF. Like, you get to be around celebrities, I suppose. But
Securing the container once the threat is neutralized.
I don't know. Yeah, I'd probably marry a celebrity. Get the celebrity status. Anyways. But also get to marry a really cool woman, you know?
What's something everyone else loves that you secretly find overrated? How come? Vaping. Because it's just gay, idiotic. It's just really dumb in my opinion. And I wouldn't ever vape, but a lot of people do it.
Oh, we definitely changed our answer on that one. Oh shoot, 20 seconds left. Secure area. I'm on 3 ping. 1v3. 15 seconds.
Left. Op 4 eliminated all.
How did that clash hit me from all the way back there? That's crazy. What? 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 Instant kill from the clash? Across the room? But nowadays, what's something that everybody loves that I secretly find annoying? Probably like dancing in general, like TikTok dances in public, and acting like, you know, a very gross TikToker in public, like doing that little like twerk. Not necessarily, you know, I don't know how to describe it, but acting like a TikToker in public to your friends, I feel like is very annoying. And trying to be cool and relevant and within itself is something that I find quite annoying.
What's one book that you had to read for school that you ended up loving? Candy Bomber, probably. You should go read it. It's called Candy, and then Space Bomber. It's about this. It's about in a war when this dude drops candy for all like the homeless and poor kids.
You know, I feel like there's not really a whole lot of books I really enjoyed in school. I'd probably say Of Mice and Men might be like my most memorable one. I did sort of... You know, I really don't remember The Diary of Anne Frank a whole lot nowadays. Like, I remember that they had like a lesbian ancestral... I don't know if it was incest, but she had like lesbian sex in that book, and that's all I really remember from it. But Of Mice and Men, and then there was this one about like a business dude or whatever that I sort of remember. But yeah, Candy Bomber is pretty dope too.
If you could go to any college, regardless of cost or location, where would you go? Michigan State University. That's definitely my favorite college by far. Good sports, good education, good everything. Might pick UConn, but they're a really conceited school, it seems like. And Michigan State seems a lot nicer, so. Alright.
What college would I go to if I could go to any dream college? You know, I feel like community college is sort of my dream college. Yeah, it's just like staying close to home. Nice. It's a more simpler experience. I feel like Notre Dame would be pretty cool, going to like all the Notre Dame games and stuff. But
One friendly operator. We have
you know,
eliminated.
Michigan. It's so funny because I said MSU back then, and I would probably say Notre Dame or Michigan University. I'm not a big MSU fan anymore, so I guess that's something that's changed within me. Is now I'm a Notre Dame fan, big South Bend fan in general.
Would you rather be rich or famous? Oh, would you rather be rich or famous? Okay. Probably rich, because I wouldn't want like the paparazzi always in like my face, and like kind of like privacy and like my alone time and stuff. Like those are two things I cherish, so I'd probably just rather be rich.
I feel like I changed my answer on that one as well. I feel like nowadays, I would want to be famous. I would want to be getting, like lots of views, lots of comments from people that enjoy my artwork. I'm making content that will surpass my death and be around and have lots of effect on a lot of people. And so within that sense, I want to be famous. Of course, like, I guess not like an A-list celebrity. Like I said, like the paparazzi, I feel like it'd get annoying not being able to walk into a grocery store without fans taking pictures of you. That would be an annoying aspect of it. But definitely now, I feel like I want something that surpasses my death. And I feel like with that, it's fame. And money, I just don't care about money. I really don't care, a whole lot.
Op 4 has located
Because I feel like
hazard container.
I don't really care about any materialistic things. I don't care like what car I drive. I don't really care like where I live a whole lot, And I do with an extent. Like I don't want to live in like the ghetto or anything or whatever. But money, I don't know. But I mean, with money you can travel the world and stuff. I mean, if you were famous and couldn't travel the world, that would kind of suck. You're not even living the famous lifestyle. Which is something I was thinking as well. Is like you can't really be famous without being rich. You can monetize yourself in so many different ways. It'd be so difficult to become famous without becoming rich, unless you become like a famous meme or something, and then I feel like you monetize yourself a lot less because you're only famous for one thing, like the Huck Tool Girl or whatever. But even then, like you can monetize yourself pretty well if you're a meme. Like you're still making a good chunk of money. Like probably a bigger chunk of money than you would have seen in your life just in general. So yeah, I would probably pick fame.
When you're scrolling through Instagram, would you rather see lots of posts from close friends or from celebs you've never met? Definitely close friends, because that's definitely connected to me. That's like stuff that's oh cool, they're doing that kind of. Like celebs, I don't really care about celebs that much, but yeah, I'd definitely rather see close friends.
I guess I agree with that answer. I mean, I don't really scroll Instagram a lot. I don't follow a lot of people on Instagram. I feel like my Instagram feed is very boring. I hate getting advertisements on Instagram. That's why I don't follow a lot of people nowadays. People that really just post ads a lot, I refuse to follow. Yeah, I definitely follow my friends more than I follow celebrities on Instagram. I don't follow any like regular celebrities on Instagram at all. I should follow like Jaden Animations. I should.
Would you rather be forced to drink a Frappuccino every day for eternity, or never be able to drink a Frappuccino again? Well, I don't really like those, so I probably would never drink one again.
A Frappuccino? A Frappuccino? Can I get a Frappuccino? Come on, guys. Let me get a Frappuccino real quick. Let me get a Frappuccino. Oh no.
Mission failed. All friendly.
Oh yeah, I still don't like coffee, so I would be fine with not drinking one ever again.
Would you rather have someone give you $100, or everyone in your class get $10? Probably everybody in my class get $10, because I already have like not really a lot of money, but pretty good money, and like, what would I even do with $100? You know, and $10, like everybody would love me. I feel like for giving them $10, and then it became like more likable, I guess. And then from that, I would get more rewards, just keeps going. So I would rather give everybody $10.
You can really see the liberal people pleaser coming out inside of my head, like, oh, you know, I need to be an ally to the people. You know, a very Veda mindset again. You know, wanting to be an ally to everybody, giving everybody $10. Nowadays, I would say I'd probably take
Be ready for hostile action.
$100 over everybody, like all of my coworkers, for example, getting $10. Well, you know, I don't know. I feel like it'd be pretty cool to see everybody get $10. You know, pretty nice little gift to everybody. But if I got $100, then I could, I don't know. I guess I would still give everybody $10. You're a bad person, you know, if you said the other.
Which emoji is crucial to your life? And it shows the laugh emoji and the don't care emoji. And definitely the laugh emoji because I laugh a lot and I love to laugh. It's just who I am.
Dude, I've been using the googly-eyed, like, concerned emoji for the past 5 years straight, so definitely that one. But as far as laughing emoji or
10 seconds.
whatever other emoji you said, I don't really care. I guess still the laugh emoji. The answer was kind of gay, though, that I gave.
What's worse, constantly posting selfies or not posting selfies just because you care too much about what other people think of your selfies? So what's worse, always posting selfies because having too much confidence, being cocky, and seeing your own self looks like so amazing that you have to post it to Instagram or whatever, that's just not really my thing, I guess. So I'd say posting too many selfies is definitely worse.
Yeah, guys, I would definitely say that posting lots of selfies is still worse today. I mean, you stupid skeezer! You think you have so much confidence in yourself that you're posting, you're taking 100 selfies a day? Oh man, you're such a horrible skeezer woman. You're such a godless whore. You know, that's what I would say today. It's you know, golly. How did I not kill that man? Oh, I did kill that man. Goodbye. Now that he's going to kill this man.
Op 4, last operator standing.
Get
Eliminated.
home!
Successful.
Let's go, baby.
Would you rather have an internship with a cool boss who gives you lots of praise, but you don't really learn that much, or a hard ASS boss who never gives compliments but teaches you a ton? Okay, once you know a job, you don't really need to learn that much from your boss, I wouldn't think. You can learn that from coworkers. So I would definitely want to have a nice boss who gives you tons of praise and compliments.
Dude, pretty based, honestly. Chill managers, you know, for the win, obviously. Yeah, I don't want to work around some snobby boss that, like, oh, I gotta go to war for my corporation type boss, you know. Bosses that care too much really piss me off because it's like, dude, you're serving, I don't know, you're serving Megacorp. You're being an asshole to regular people in order to serve Megacorp, and it's like, it's so, I feel like there's such a lack of self-respect within that.
What food best describes your personality? What? Like, what? What did food... I'm sorry, my nose itch is really bad. What food best describes your personality? Probably pizza, because it's just like a party, really laid back. And, yeah, pizza, I guess.
What food best describes my personality, boys? Oh, oh. Yeah, let's go, bros. I'm going 4-0 in this game, by the way, guys. What food best describes being an absolute baller, swagger baller, YouTuber, you know? I know I'd probably say pepperoni pizza from Little Caesars. I think pizza still very well describes my personality, you know? It's sort of old, classic, boring, cheap, greasy, grimy, stomach ache. But you love it, you know. Everybody just loves it, and you can't help yourself.
Would you rather have a month completely off from school, no teachers, no homework, but you're forbidden from seeing any of your friends, or be forced to go to school for an extra month in the middle of summer, but all your friends have to go too? It depends if I get to still play Xbox with my friends. And if I can, then I would rather have the month off that I can't see any of my friends. I can still play Xbox and talk to them. That's definitely what I would prefer.
Oh, definitely not nowadays, boys. I would definitely take a month off of work, an entire month off of work, if I didn't get to see any of my friends. I really don't care about my friends that much, you know. I might shoot them a DM on Instagram, check in on them. I don't care, dude. I'm a very much a lone wolf these days. I can do everything by myself. I can go watch movies by myself, play video games by myself. I love my alone time. I love my alone time way more than I love my work time. You know what I mean, big dog? So definitely take a month off of work and I don't get to see any of my coworkers. For sure, unfortunately. I would definitely take that option. I would definitely take that option nowadays. Don't get to see any of my friends from work, so I get a month off of work. Yeah, I'm sorry, boys. I'm taking the month. You know, doing some. I'll gladly spend a month alone by myself instead of working. I feel like everybody's changed that answer from their teenage years to their adult years.
Okay, last one. For your birthday, you unwrap a tiny present from your parents, and it turns out to be the gift of a lifetime. A set of keys to your brand new car, which your parents excitedly tell you is already parked in the driveway. But when you run outside to see it, you have an intimate gut feeling that something is wrong with the car. Very wrong. You take another step closer, and your dread only grows, as it's some kind of warning. Would you still drive the car? Yeah, probably, if it's brand new. I mean, if I'm just having a bad feeling about it, it's probably nothing if it's brand new. Unless if they're having, like, a recall on it or something. Other than that, yeah, I'd still drive it. Alright, that's it, guys. Eric, tube out.
Oh, boys, would I drive a car if I had a bad feeling about it? I can speak from personal experience now. My 14-year-old self cannot speak from personal experience. I can't speak from personal experience. I've driven cars with check engine lights on, you know, all the lights. I've driven cars that go brr, 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 brr. I've driven cars that I couldn't see the speedometer because the light on it was out. I've driven some risque cars throughout my days, and I would do it again, brothers. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, please hit the like button down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.